Hey, hello guys and girls, and welcome to another Jimmy Houston Outdoors Sunday afternoon chat. That's right, a Sunday afternoon chat. And I'm gonna go for a little walk in the woods. I'm over here at Sherry and Jack's house, heading back to the ranch here in just a few minutes. I've been here spending the weekend with my beautiful wife, Chris. We've had a great weekend together. It's been a lot of fun. And just a little quick update on Chris. I'll probably maybe give you a little bit more full update on Tuesday, but she just sort of, she might have improved a little bit this week with speech. Everything else is about the same. She did have a couple of rehab sessions in Tulsa. I think she's got 2 more this next week. And then for the next 3 weeks, she's going to have 3 sessions a week. So we're looking for some good improvement then. The great thing that happened this week, of course, is there's no setbacks. Everything is going good. She had a really good week, and it's just such a pleasure to get to spend the weekend with her. I got a surprise waiting for her at the ranch. I might shoot a little video and show you that before too long. But I got a little surprise I've been working on for it. It's gonna be great. She's gonna love it. I think if we can, she may have to walk before she can really take great advantage of it. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. But also, I just wanted to say too that I'm gonna have some prize winners. I've got some prize winners. We found the missing tackle boxes. We found the missing Lucky Strike tackle boxes. They were in the back of Jack's truck. And I think what happened during all the happenings over the last 14 weeks, somehow, probably while we were at the hospital in either Tulsa or Oklahoma City, the tackle boxes got somehow transferred from somebody's vehicle into the back of Jack's truck. Well, Jack just uses his truck to go to the hospital and back every day, and he doesn't really look in the back of it too much. And of course, they had also slid to the front of the truck. So he didn't have for sure the front of the back of the truck, which is under a cab back there, under a truck cap. And so he doesn't look back under that thing at all. So he really hadn't, he didn't know they were back there. And he got back there looking around. He saw some boxes up there, and also had him some neutral plot in there for their flowers in their garden. You know, neutral plot is what we use on our food plots down there. It's a great addition to put on your food plots. You're planting food plots, once you have a little green come up, put some neutral plot on there, and it causes them to grow so much better, so much faster. They got a lot more nutrients, a lot more minerals and vitamins in them for your animals. Works great on your garden as well, on your flowers as well. And I had given them a couple bottles of neutral plot to put on their flowers. And of course, they didn't know where that was either. That was also in the back of that truck. So anyway, that's what happened with that situation there, and so we did find them though, and so I got a couple to give away. I'm gonna give away one to a Facebook winner and one to a YouTube winner. So yeah, that's right. We've got those coming up here real soon. But so that's a good deal. So that was a good deal. I had a really good week this week at the ranch. I didn't go back to the ranch until Monday night because it was the 4th of July weekend, and so we didn't stay. I stayed over here I actually was with Chris last weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so that's a long time. And I got back to the ranch Monday night. I did go out and fish a little bit. I got to fish one evening. I caught 44 bass, and actually filleted about 9 of them. I'm trying to get a little bass up so we can have a fish fry during our birthday party weekend, which we're going to have the weekend, I think, of July 24th. Jamie's birthday is the 25th. Chris is the 27th of July, and mine's the 28th of July. And so we're going to have a big birthday party that whole weekend. As a matter of fact, the weekend of the 24th and 25th, I'm going to the Super Rig show for Shell. I'll be having my Shell Rotella Ranger boat on display at the Super Rig show at a Love's Truck Stop up in the Chicago area. I'll be getting more information on that. So those of y'all that are in that area can come by and visit us at that Super Rigs show by Shell at that Big Love's Truck Shop. It's on one of the interstates up near Chicago, and I don't have that exactly with me right now, but I'll be getting that to you. I'll be getting that to you a little bit later. And so if you're in that area, you can come by and say hey, and take a look at our big Ram truck with our Shell Rotella Ranger boat, big Mercury motor on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful rig, and like I said, we will have that up at that Super Rig show, and there'll be some really neat stuff at that Super Rig show. If you like big trucks, there'll be some impressive big trucks at that show. It's a great show that Shell does every year, and I think they didn't get to do it last year because of the pandemic, so this is going to make this year even that much bigger and that much better. So it's going to be a really great situation and something great to be involved in. And I'll be up there actually on my birthday. I guess I'm there 28, 29, 30, something like that of July. So that'll really be good. But I got to fish one evening at the ranch, and I had a great evening, except, and here's the deal. You know, I've been testing the new Lucky Dog, and that's the new topwater bait by Lucky Strike that we'll have pretty soon. I've got the one prototype made out of styrofoam. Right now, I probably have caught 200 bass on that one prototype. I can't believe the hooks are still staying in it, to be honest with you. But it's just done great. It's done sensational. And Al Fisher, my buddy over at Lucky Strike, sent me this week to test 3 brand new Redman spinnerbaits with 3 different blades on them. Number 1 blade, number 2 blade, number 3 blade. And they had different amounts of cups and configured different, because we're going to try to find the very best one to put on that blade that will give the maximum amount on that spinnerbait, that will give the maximum amount of vibration and still hold the bait where you can crank it real fast and bring it in. Now, the Redman spinnerbait, I used a really high vibrating blade on there, and the bait would roll over to its side, or it would actually spin occasionally if you cranked it real fast. We're going to try to eliminate that and have a blade that will give you almost as much vibration, way more than a regular spinnerbait, but yet still will hold true and not lay over on its side or not roll over on you. So that's what we're doing, is testing blades. And so Al sent me 3 baits. That's right, 3 baits. That's all. I got 1 prototype Lucky Dog. I had 3 brand new prototype Lucky Strike spinnerbaits. And in the meantime, we are working with High Tech on a new ergodynamic reel seat handle to put on some new Jimmy Houston Blaze Series rods. We're probably a year or so out on that. It's not going to happen overnight. But I had a couple of custom built rods that Yogi built for me, Yogi's rods, and he'd send them, and I put a brand new Lew's titanium reel, the best reel that Lew's makes, on one of those Yogi rods. Yeah, brand new rod, brand new reel. How good can it get? And a Redman spinnerbait with the number 1 of the 3 blades we had to check. And I caught 3 or 4 fish on that. I checked it out, and I thought I got to throw that topwater a little bit more, because it was late in the afternoon, a little cloudy, calm, perfect topwater day. So I picked my topwater up and started throwing it. And I started catching them and catching them and catching them. I was just having a great time. And I had about a 4-pounder, and I was getting ready to unhook it, and I about lost the grip on him. And when it did, he sort of almost hit the bottom of the deck of the boat and flipped his tail, and I heard something go plop. And I thought, doggone, that bass knocked my phone in. Sure as the world, I knew I had my phone laying there on the deck, and I looked around and no telephone. And I thought, he knocked my phone in. Dadgummit, I lost a $1,500 phone trying to unhook a 4-pound bass. I'm getting ready to turn loose anyway. I'm fishing barbless hooks. And now I look and I see my phone. I'm so tickled. I thought, well, I don't know what I knocked in. It must have been a pair of pliers or something. And so I kept on fishing, and I thought, boy, I was lucky I didn't knock my phone in. I sure was lucky. And then I got to looking around for my Yogi custom-built rod with a prototype ergodynamic reel seat handle. And it's a cool deal. It's really cool. I think we're going to put that on some of our Jimmy Houston rods for next year probably. And my brand new reel that I just took out of the box and put on there. And it's nowhere to be found in the boat. The plop was my new rod and reel with a prototype Redman spinnerbait on it. So kind of ruined my evening's fishing, but I thought, no problem, I'll get it back. So I spent the all day the next day in 100-degree heat trying to fetch my rod and reel back. And then all of a sudden I realized I own AquaView. I have an AquaView. So I'm going to take my AquaView out there tomorrow and try to locate that. The problem is that it's in the moss, so I'm going to have to drop my camera down through the moss and look underneath the moss and or the grass. It's coontail grass is what it is. We call it coontail moss, but down underneath the grass or on the edge of it. It's in about 14 foot of water. The grass grows up about 8 or 9 foot from the bottom. So that rod is down in there somewhere. Might or might not be able to find it, but I'm going to take that AquaView out and try to find it. So that's the only really bad thing after this week is I lost a prototype bait and a brand spanking new rod and reel. Now I've got rod and reels. I won't run out of rod and reels, but doggone it, just man, you really hate to, you lose an old one you've had for 10 years or something. I guess then you'd have sentimental value in it, and you want to lose that either. But anyway, other than that, it's been a great week. Chris had great rehab. She did kind of poop out on him Thursday. She had 2 1-hour sessions. About 30 minutes into the second session, she just said, I just can't go no more. I can't go anymore. She had a 3-hour session on Wednesday, and she just didn't get rested back up enough to go after it. But they're going to work her real hard the rest of this month, and we're looking for great things to happen. And we got a great week planned this next week. My buddy Boyd Walker and Larry Sissel are going to come down tomorrow evening and fish with me a little bit on Tuesday. I probably won't be able to fish with them all day, but they'll be able to fish all day, but I'll try to fish with them a while. But I just got so much to do, I probably don't have time to fish all day, but I'll be able to fish a little bit. And then I'm going to get to pick Chris up Thursday and bring her back to the ranch. I'm looking so forward to that. It's going to be such a great deal. So everything is just going, it couldn't be going any better at the Twin Eagle Ranch, at the Houston household. Apache called me early this morning and said, Jimmy, I was at the deer pens this morning, and I always hold my breath when he says that because I'm thinking about my big bucks and my baby deer and my mama deer, and I'm afraid he's going to tell me somebody's has not made it through the night or something. And he said, we have 3 more baby deer. I thought he said 2, and I said, we got 2 more baby deer. And he said, no, we have 3 more baby deer. And he said 2 of them are bucks. So we now have, I believe that makes 24 babies. And so I think we had 16 and 5. So now we will have 17 and 7. 17 girls, 7 boys. So we're going to have a pretty good bunch of little bucks. We're going to be turning just pretty much all of those deer loose, if not all of them, this fall. Once they get big enough to run around on their own and away from their mama, or we might wait till the spring. I don't know, but we won't turn them loose until we feel like it's really safe for them to last in the woods and get by real good. But we're excited. We're excited about more babies, and so that's really good. It's pretty late to have babies born July 11th. And he thinks those might be triplets. They're all a little bit smaller than normal, and so which gives an indication they might be triplets. But he thinks those might be triplets. So if he is, that's 2 sets of triplets that we have this year. Isn't that fantastic? And both sets of triplets, if they are triplets, both sets of triplets were born in the pen, and both of them were 2 bucks and a doe. So anyway, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to really drag this out too long because I got to get back in the truck and here in a few minutes and head back down home and get ready for a big week here at the ranch. Like I said, I've got company coming in. I'm only going to be there a couple of days. I've got a tremendous amount of stuff to do, and I'll be there a couple of days, and then I'm going to pick Chris up on Thursday and spend the next 4 or 5 days just spending time with my beautiful bride, and I'm so excited about that. But let's give away another Lucky Strike tackle box. We found them. There was 4 of them. By the way, we found 4 tackle boxes. And you see right on the front of it, it's got a Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait. It's got a Lucky Strike decal that you can put on your boat or on your truck or whatever. Put it on something. We appreciate that. And it's full of baits. It's full of Lucky Strike baits. Now, they won't all have the same things in them. This one's got a pair of pliers. It looks like it's got a crappie magic. It's got a RC Ricky Clunn classic stick bait. It's got some American Original deep smoothies and perhaps shallow smoothies. And it's in a nice little tackle box, so you can have your Lucky Strike baits here in this box right here, and you can, once you take them out of the package, obviously you can add a few more Lucky Strike deep smoothies and square bills and whatever you want to add on that. We've got a lot of new baits coming out this next year. We'll probably be having a gift pack, hopefully, of a mimic impersonator and some spare inserts, maybe a couple Lucky Dog or 2 and a couple 2 or 3 Redman spinnerbaits. I don't know what we're going to put in it, but we're getting close on being able to figure out exactly what we're going to do on that Redman spinnerbait. It is so hard to get components to build fishing lures or to build anything nowadays. Automobiles, boats, Mercury motors, tractor boats, Ranger boats, everything. It's getting difficult to get the parts to build everything. It's hard to get plastic. It's hard to get hooks. It's hard to get swivels. It's just, everything has kind of been thrown behind by this stinking China virus. But America's catching up in a big way. And I think that as time goes by, we'll be able to get everything out there that we need to get plenty of baits out there on the market, be able to have all these new baits. We've got exciting things happening at Lucky Strike Lure Company. And all right, I'm going to go ahead and take a look here and read out the winners that we have for this week. I got 1 winner from YouTube, one winner from Facebook. And let me take a look here and see what I got. I got it written down. I've got this. I've got my iPhone on a big long selfie stick. And to be honest with you, it's hard to hold it out there. It's hard to hold it out there. And but I've got it out there. And from Facebook, we're going to give one of the Lucky Strike tackle boxes to B. Sandretto, Sandretto, and she is from Harrison, Arkansas. That's right close to where Ranger boats are built, just right down the road, about an hour away from Flippin, Arkansas. I spent a lot of time in Harrison, been through there many times. It's just a great place, great place. Also, well, the whole thing just fell over then. The whole stinking shebang just fell over then. My iPhone. The next winner we have is James Puckett, and James Puckett is from Clyde, Texas. That's right. You remember that old song, Clyde? Yeah, the camel, Clyde. You remember that? That was a great song, wasn't it? That's a great song. But from Clyde, Texas, James Puckett. And but anyway, he's our YouTube winner, Facebook winner, B. Sandretto. We have an email address for both of y'all, so Sherry will be emailing you to get your mailing address to see where you want your Lucky Strike tackle box and your Lucky Strike lure sent to. Congratulations, you are a winner. And we've got a bunch of coupons in there. We're going to be giving things away as we go out throughout the year. Here lately, we've just been so busy, we haven't had time to gather up some prizes to give away, but we will continue to do that. Continue to do that. It's been a great week here on Twin Eagle Ranch. A great week in our lives, period. I tell you what, guys and girls, go out there and make this week a great week. Circumstances should not make your week. You should make your week. Decide every single day when you get out of bed, thank you, Lord, for letting me wake up one more day. Thank you, Lord, for giving me this day. And I'm going to tell you what right now, I'm going to take charge of this day. I'm not going to let anybody steal my joy. I'm going to have a blessed day. I'm going to be a blessing to everyone I come in contact with. And no one is going to steal my joy. And I promise you, every day can be happy no matter what happens. You get fired, just laugh at them and tell them, guess what? God's going to give me a better job. How do I know? I've been there, done that. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, yeah, that's right. I sure do love you.